are tree frogs. They have bright red eyes, and other animals want to eat the frogs. The frog's eyes help scare these animals away. So that is one adaptation. If you ever see like a frog with red eyes, or if you see another animal with red on it, usually that's a sign that they're dangerous, like they might be poisonous. So it helps keep those other animals or those predators away. If you look over here, these toads are amphibians. Toads begin their life in water. Toads move to land when they are grown. Toads dig deep into the ground when it is very hot. They look for food at night. So they do not like the hot temperatures, so they will dig themselves underground so they can keep cool. They will also hibernate in the wintertime. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
Toads and frogs will hibernate. They will dig themselves at the bottom of ponds or lakes so that they can sleep all winter, and then they are now then awake and able to come out in the spring, summer, and fall. Wyatt.
They're nocturnal.
So if they look for food at night, what do you think? Are they nocturnal? You're right, because they must sleep during the day and look for food at night. And then also, one way to tell the difference between a frog and a toad is that frogs have smooth, wet skin, but toads have dry, rough skin. So if you touch the two of them, this one's smooth and wet. This one is bumpy and dry.
You can get those bumps
Except for the stomach.
Yep, and there's an old wise tale that if you touch a toad and they have those bumps, or some people say that you'll get warts.
You have to wash your hands.
If they pee on you.
Yeah, I think you definitely need to wash your hands really good.
Soap.
It was soap, definitely.
Like 10 times.
Carla.
I think I put it this one time, but I thought I
Yep, I think you did one time. Wait, you and Brooklyn touching the toads?
Yeah, and we caught like 20. No, like we got
10 toads, right?
Yeah, and we won this contest. We were like having a competition, and me and Brooklyn won because we were finding more. And we found one frog and one pig frog. I think so. Yeah. And we found 10 toads, so we basically found 12 altogether. And our sister, Xavier's sister, and Macy, and my little sister, Joel. Those two were partners, and Xavier and my older sister, Skylar, they were partners, and me and Brooklyn were. Because, like, those two, me and Brooklyn are in the same class. And
Right, so they're all in the same grades, right? So you guys were partners with your grade mates, the person in the same grade. But you guys found the most, huh?
Yeah, so we won.
You won. Awesome. Lewis.
I know what, like, them.
What?
A fox. Like red and orange and everything.
Oh, like the colors?
Yeah.
The colors? Okay.
Well, they are dangerous.
Riley.
We saw a tree frog.
You saw a tree frog once?
Our girlfriends.
All right, Addie.
So, I know, I forgot how many we and Kinley found, but we were at a campground, Jackson, and we met this one girl. I think she still goes to our school, and her name's Addison. And we found like 20 toads.
Wow.
And Jackson kept on putting them in his pocket, and then he put his hands in them, and he kept on doing them.
Ugh. I would definitely want to watch that too.
So many people said, toads over there, toads over there.
They were a lot.
We're trying to catch all of them.
Kinsley. Okay, really quickly.
My cousin, me and my cousin were at this campground, but Addie wasn't there because she wasn't camping anymore. I was just camping all the time. And we went down this road, and there was so many
Toads.
Nope, no, nothing.
Frogs.
Everyone has it, but then I can't.
So many frogs or toads? Okay.
And my second thing is, there was a little egg once. I don't know what it was, but there's a little egg. I kept it warm, and this was at my grandma and grandpa's. I kept it warm, and then it was lunchtime, and when I came back out, it was hatched.
What was that? What was inside the egg?
I don't know.
Did it fully hatch and develop, or did it not really? Sometimes eggs don't fully develop in the inside. Was it an animal that hatched out of it? I don't know.
It didn't look like anything big. It was part of the egg.
Just part of the egg, so it probably didn't fully develop. Okay, last thing, Brooklyn, and then we're gonna watch a video on amphibians. Last thing, Brooklyn, let's go quickly, or else we're gonna get started.
Whenever I go camping, I go straight, I eat, and then I go straight to go finding clothes because me and my like cousin, she's 13 or 14, and other people, and my other cousins, we have two whole buckets, and they're about this tall, and we have full of toads and frogs.
But
One's frogs and one's toads.
do you let them go after a while? Okay,
And
good.
then we have tree frogs, baby tree frogs, dad tree frogs, mom tree frogs, and all of these things.
Okay.
It's too hard to keep track with their names.
All right, let's watch this video on amphibians, okay?
Hello everybody. Today we're going to look at a truly amazing group of vertebrates. When they're born, they usually live in water, but when they grow up and become adults, they spend most of their time on land. We present the amphibians.
We already have one.
No, this is a new one.
All amphibians have some common characteristics that you should know about, so you can recognize and differentiate them. Amphibians have thin, bare skin with no hairs and scales to protect them. Most have 4 legs and a membrane between their toes that allows them to move much better in the water. Amphibians are oviparous, but they don't incubate their eggs after laying them. They abandon them and don't care for their young. Not very good parents, huh? When they hatch, they're small larvae and live in water. Slowly, very slowly, their bodies go through a process called metamorphosis. During this process, the body of the amphibian changes. Their front and rear legs, their limbs grow, and their heads and their bodies develop, so they finally look like their parents. In the early stages of their lives, amphibians breathe through gills. But when they grow up and become adults, they breathe with their lungs. The problem is, their lungs are very small and cannot get all the oxygen they need to live. But nature is very clever and has solved this problem by allowing them to breathe and get the oxygen they need through their skin. That's why they need to be near water, to keep their skin wet. In the early stages of their life, some amphibians are herbivores, but when they grow up, most become carnivores. So they need to hunt. Some have a long, sticky tongue they shoot out to capture prey. Aren't amphibians fascinating and also a bit strange? So let's remember the most important characteristics. Amphibians are vertebrates. They're oviparous. In the early stages of their life, they live in water as larvae. But slowly they change until they look like their parents. This process of change is called metamorphosis. Amphibians are carnivores, so they have to hunt to eat. They have thin, smooth skin and breathe through their skin and with their lungs. Amphibians are so interesting, aren't they? Goodbye for now, everyone, and don't forget to subscribe to Happy Learning.
Alright, a cool fact we just learned is that amphibians can breathe from their lungs, but they can also breathe from where, Braylon? Say it one more time. I don't think your friends heard you.
Skin.
Their skin. So think about you guys. Are you guys able to breathe through your skin? No. That's pretty cool, isn't it? They're able to breathe not only through their lungs, you guys have lungs, but they can also breathe through their skin. So that's why they need to stay wet, okay? Just like so. All right, now you guys think that Mrs. Murphy gave you the same paper. No, this is a different one. The other one we had was from yesterday that we just didn't get in. So this one is on our amphibians. So put your name on it, and we're going to do it really quickly.
I already have mine.
Number 1. Name on the top. Now, the words that we're going to use are heat, frog, night, and water. So number 1 says most amphibians are born in, where do you think, Tyson?
Water.
Water. Most amphibians are born in the water. You were right.
Are we amphibians? No, we're not.
No, we're not amphibians.
We're not. If we were, we'd be here. We're not frogs.
Okay. Number 2. The smooth, wet skin of a blank helps it live in moist environments. So moist means wet environments. What do you think that is? What do you think, Lewis?
Frog.
You're right, frog.
I was thinking about that for a minute.
Smooth, wet skin of a frog.
Can I write frog? Can I write frog?
I'm going to do it for you.
Oh, darn. Tomorrow maybe you could. Here's my paper. I'll circle it.
Oh, thanks, Ingrid. Number 3, most toads stay away from sunlight. And what do you think, Ellie? Well, they want to stay away from sunlight in the night. Heat. The heat, because they don't want to get hot, right? So they have to stay away. They want to stay cool, so they stay away from the sunlight. That's why they come out and hunt at night. And the heat. Done. All right, the last one. Toads look for food at, everybody?
Night!
Night. You got it.
Oh my word, Lewis. Lewis.
All right, so